create the fandom you wish to see in the world. Like, it's a communal responsibility. It's possible. Fandom does not have to continue down this road, and in fact, if it does, it will implode so fucking quickly. People don't have a great grasp these days on like what enjoying something as a community is supposed to be. And a big part of that is because people are now making money off of talking about things. And so like you're going to get people who are going to make inflammatory videos and who are going to do inflammatory things and focus on things that they know get a lot of hits and numbers, regardless of the ethics of the way that those things are being engaged with, regardless of the very human consequences that some of these subjects might bring up for people. Because if you normalize stalking behaviors, the people who are coming up in the fandom don't understand that that's not supposed to be normal. Like, it's not supposed to be acceptable. I don't know when we started giving so much attention and reward to these people who were clearly crossing boundaries, other than the fact that we're parasocial enough and we're trained to be parasocial, because that's what online demands of you now, is to think of people as your best friends in order for them to sell you products. But also, like, people make inflammatory shit on purpose so that they'll get engagement, so that they'll get comments. And when you're just looking for attention, because what you're actually looking for is engagement, and engagement doesn't care if the attention is positive or negative, or if you're just getting dopamine hits off the fact that people are looking at you, witnessing you, hearing you, caring about what you say, that's heady. Power is heady. Power exists separately from people, and kind of we embody positions of power rather than the other way around. But that's a different philosophical question that we can't get into right now. But just think about the presidency. Whoever occupies the presidency is the most powerful man in the world. But when they leave that office, they are no longer the most powerful man in the world, which means that the power is actually held by the office and not the individual. The individual gets usurped by the office when they're in it. Anyway, again, can't get into it. But like, the power that creators have now is that it's easy. I turned on a camera and just started talking about this shit. And guess what? I didn't have to talk about the actors to do that. I've just talked about the show. There is that much within the show that I have been able to just constantly every day show up and be like, guys, guess what? Another thing. I noticed a new parallel last week, and I'm sure other people have noticed this parallel, but I was watching something and I was like, wait, that's what he says to him in sushi. And I was like, there can't be still things to discover. This show is not that long.